Relax. Pretend it's a game. Maybe it'll even be fun. Shoot the tubes, dog meat!
Alright, coming in at number 10, it's Sewer Shark. This was a great launch title for the Sega CD, and really kind of an awesome addition. It was a lot more than what Dragon's Lair gave you, where you just reacted and pushed left or right. You were able to shoot your lasers and attack things, and then they gave us real actors tossed in the mix that would, you know, push the storyline even further. This was also one of the coolest things, was it was full motion video. It was something that Sega CD, because they were able to put things on CD and not be limited to the cartridge, they were able to do full motion video, and that was some of their key points through the entire time. And this was, you know, like the last scene, you tried to get through this sewer to get to the Paradise beach there and rock it out. It was cool. It was a great one. Number 10, Sewer Shark. Bringing in the number 9 spot is Spider-Man vs. Kingpin. This was really great. Every Spider-Man game until this point, bullshit. This was the one. It topped them all. They gave you full, nice video for the cartoons there, on top of a great map in New York, and then you really got to fight some key characters. There was all the big names were in this at the time. Doc Ock, the Vulture, the Kingpin, the Shocker. It was right there, and you got to do this great side-scrolling beat 'em up style of way of fighting. It definitely picked it up from what the other ones were giving us. It was really garbage up until this point. It wasn't nothing that was worthy of Spider-Man until Sega CD, when you got this, and it was this rock and roll Spider-Man vs. Kingpin, you know, phenomena. Awesome. Number 9, Spider-Man vs. Kingpin. Okay, number 8, Heart of the Alien. See, if anybody who played Out of This World never got to see the end of how the game really turned out. Sega CD was the only console, the only platform for a long time that gave you Heart of the Alien, the conclusion of Out of This World. Now, Out of This World was a great success, and Part 2 did not disappoint in any way. It was much better than the first one, with a lot deeper twist and a richer story. It was really cool to play, and I think it picked it up a lot from the flashbacks and the pitfalls that were, you know, trying to go. It had its own thing. I'm not saying it's better, but it really was a great game, and Sega CD was definitely the best platform to bring this out on. They were able to hook it up. Number 8, Heart of the Alien. Alright, at number 7, Snatcher. This game, even to this day, is one of the darkest, grittiest, nastiest games out to date. There's nothing about this that wasn't kind of just grimy. It was a really dark, sinister murder mystery that was set in the future that gave us almost kind of like an Akira type inspiration for this. You know, I mean, look at this. You never got to see that in games. There were massive warnings. They tried to keep this game out of America entirely. You had to special order it. It really wasn't in a lot of stores, but man, it was cool. And a lot of people stole off of this for its platform, how to ask questions and push on. And you know, it built off. It wasn't something that was always done, and I still love it. Snatcher, number 7. The makers of Lunar really love this game. Talk about product pushing. This game had everything when you first bought it. It gave you extra books and backgrounds and special bonus features. On top of the game was really long. It gave you a huge storyline. So number 6, Lunar Silver Star is no disappointment at all. Everything you want about role-playing games, plus, I mean, just a bonus to it. Maps and things that really enriched your entire experience. It was great. I love it to this day. It's really an expensive one to find if you can get your hands on it, but totally worth it. Lunar Silver Star story. Never. Whatever. Number 6. Okay, here we are at number 5, Eternal Champions, the game whose only mission was to be nastier than Mortal Kombat. I swear, that to me, that's the only reason they made this game, was we have to be bloodier and more gritty than Mortal Kombat, and they didn't disappoint, other than the fatalities were almost impossible to achieve, but look at them. I mean, they had a lot of thought into them, and they go a lot deeper than that. If you go and play this game, you'll see it was pretty nasty. But the story was great. It was, you played as these fighters from across time and spanned all the way back to the caveman area, and they grabbed you right before you died to throw you in this, survival, man-on-man fighter of these Eternal Champions. It's really, really awesome, and it is really cool. I love it to this day. Eternal Champions, number 5. I know Sonic makes a lot of the list, but number 4 is Sonic CD. This one has been noted as the greatest Sonic game ever made. Well, for the side-scrolling era, they picked it up in later rounds, but this one, for this complete side-scroller 2D action, it really was the best. On top of, they gave you full motion video that nobody else was doing, so you could see a cartoon Sonic the Hedgehog running and doing his thing at full speed, and then blast right into the level to just keep it going. It was great, it was colorful, the movement was awesome, and being able to play on a CD gave you a fluidity that you didn't get on any other or console or to date. It was great. Sega CD's Sonic CD, number 4. Now, I know I was saying all that stuff about Dragon's Lair earlier, but holy cow, Road Avenger took everything about Dragon's Lair and bumped it up and made it a really, really high pursuit that gave you this just crazy awesome Techno Tokyo style race game that was just, it was really, really cool. You see, you reacted to the cues on the screen to keep the cartoon going, and the cartoon was awesome. It just blew up and gave you, hairpin turns at every corner, and just, you made it, they didn't. And look at this turret, come on. He should have hit that wall, but no, he didn't. Now you slam the brake, the level's over. And that was what was so cool about this game, is every single second of the game was heart pounding. It's awesome, give it a go, it's really, really cool. Number 3, Road Avenger. Here we are at number 2. This game was great. There were so many versions of Hook. There was the arcade version and other ones, but Sega CD hands down was the best. The way you played, the music, blew it out. Being able to use MP3s for the very first time in video games gave it a high quality feel that no other game was giving you at the time. This did win Best Music that year on top of other awards. It was really, really fun. The way they threw it together, how you got to use every single person from the movie, on top of these full motion videos that were created solely for this game, were the first CG videos ever made in history. It was really, really something to see. Hook number 2 was just awesome. Yes, it definitely deserves a number 2 spot, and yeah, we loved it. There you go, number 2, Hook. Okay, here's the spot we like to place aside for our honorable mentions, games that were really fantastic but not quite good enough to make the cut.
Now listen up. Last night, one of our agents got into the house and found some kind of weird security system. Hidden cameras in almost every room and a series of traps. Our agent spliced an override into the security system, allowing you to have control of the cameras and the traps with this remote unit.
Well, there you go. You heard it all. Night Trap #1. How cool was this? This full motion game where you had to take out these vampire goonies that were coming through your house to kill all the pretty girls that only you could save through the control of your Sega Genesis controller. It was really awesome and really cool, and I could not wait to play this game. It was like Christmas when we got this. Man, it was a launch title game. They didn't disappoint us in any way. Just check it out. Night Trap #1, easily #1.
Way to go, Control! I knew you could do it!
Well, there you go, our top 10 Sega CD video games of all time. Please like, subscribe, tell us how we did, if you liked it, or if you hated it, go ahead and respond below. There's going to be a lot more coming. We definitely got several more videos on the up and up, and we can't wait to get back to you. Bye-bye.
Looks like you're not up to this mission. Breaking contact.